Okay, so Charlie Kirk has been assassinated. When you look at the news and you look at the media and you look at Twitter today, everybody's feeling bad about Charlie Kirk. Well, you know, Charlie Kirk didn't have very nice things to say about black people in particular. All the rhetoric, all the things that he was saying, you know, it's kind of like when Malcolm X says, how they say the roosters come home to roost. Oh yeah, they come home to roost. And so now you're starting to see white on white crime is on the rise like never before. They try to take out the president. I mean, and now they took out Charlie Kirk. Maybe there are people that are tired of hearing what he had to say. That's the way he was said about a black person, the way he talked about George Floyd, the way he talked about Trayvon Martin, the way he talked about black people in DEI. He almost tried to make it normal that if you saw a successful black person, that was because of DEI. Yeah, he was going out spewing this rhetoric to white people and young white people. Young white people that weren't born in the 80s and the 90s and didn't see the black people struggle. Just white people that think that black people are being pushed to the front by some media that's not even controlled by us. Yeah, these guys are getting what they put out. And guess what? I don't feel sorry for Charlie Kirk. I don't. Because there's many black people that lost their lives from assassinations, have lost their lives from getting shot every day. And he talked about crime as if it was just a black thing. He talked about it as if it was a black thing in the ghetto, a black thing that black people do. And now you see, you think, see. I'm not gonna say that, but it has come home to roost. You said hateful things, and I don't feel sorry for you. I don't. No one should be killed from a crime. Yes, no one should be mistreated. But guess what? We've seen a lot of this happening to foundational black Americans to the point we are desensitized to it. So now that it's happened to Charlie Kirk, the only thing we can connect this to is all the hateful things that he had to say. So yes, he had children. Yes, he had a wife, and I'm sure they listened to that every day, and they stayed with him. They believed in that philosophy. So just like when black people die, no one cared about their family members and their children. If their children, no one cared about that to this day. No one ever asked about the children of Malcolm X or the children of Martin Luther King, which he was nowhere near them. He was just a person that spewed hateful rhetoric, that had a platform that allowed him, such as YouTube and Twitter, that allowed him to spew his rhetoric. And so now, like I said, the roosters are coming home to roost. And you have a problem. You want to talk about violent crime and black neighborhoods. Well, what's going on in your neighborhood now? See, you spent all day worrying about the least people, 43 million people, and you have 350 million Americans that you don't talk about. You just talk about those one people so that you can rile up a base. Well, now you're starting to see. You're starting to see where it pays off, man. You're starting to see where it pays off. Just like you say about the black rapper. He talks about violent things, so violent things happen. Well, the same things happened right here. Always talking about crazy things. Always talking about violence and how, white people are being discriminated against somehow, as black people are discriminating against them, and they run the media. It's a game that's constantly being played. And guess what? Now you see how they pay. So I don't feel sorry for Charlie Kirk. I really don't. And I can only say that karma. You playing with a God that you don't understand. And when you start talking about the people of God, things start happening. The same thing that happens to the people of God that commit crimes because they're not supposed to. Hey, Look what happens to them. And so now to a person like Charlie Kirk that think it's okay to say what he wants to say and just say it in a broad sense, and then the president even backs this crap up, hey. This is why I continue to say, as foundational Black Americans, you cannot get emotional about a political party. You cannot. It's not your job to be emotional about a political party. Your job is to seek the policies that assist you and your people. Okay? We can't trust Democrats, we can't trust Republicans. We know that deportation was good, that's what's happening. We know this. Fighting crime is good too. But you can't go in and just fight crime against black people and that crime against the whole base, against white people. Fraud is going on every day from foreigners. But all you hear about are black people. People like Charlie Kirk. They were the people that put that at the forefront, put black people's business in the forefront, that are concerned about black people on welfare. The least amount of black people too. So this is what they wanted to point at, this little 10% of people, because he is what I call a shit starter. He creates shit. And now Charlie Kirk is no longer here. So he's another white racist that we are not to worry about. And it's a long line of them to go. And you're going to pay with your karma. You want to say what you want to say? You want to hurt little black babies? You want to say things that hurt black people? Guess what? It's coming back on you. Yes, just like that. Just like that. And I don't feel sorry. And what kills me is you have these black sympathizers that, it was so sad. He may have said some bad things, but I don't. Man, we ain't got time to be thinking about that right now. We got time to move forward with our agenda, and that is reparations. Charlie Kirk was just another person who spewed anti-black rhetoric, and now he is laid to rest. So we're gonna keep it moving. This is not our show. This is not for foundational Black Americans to get all up in the air about, because or get involved with what white people got going on. This is their civil war. Okay, they are the biggest participants of white on white crime. Every week we hear about a different mass shooting, children getting shot. When you talk about black crime, you're talking about Dusties. You're just talking about Dusties out here that's doing stuff for attention, to get on the camera. You see what I'm saying? This isn't a culture. No. But when you look on the other side, what do you have? Pedophilia. You have the most amount of crimes, robbery, fraud, ever known to man. But Charlie Kirk made it seem like it was only black people getting all DEI jobs, talking about a black pilot. I bet you any amount of money that black pilot didn't get their job due to DEI. Trust me. The people with the blue hair, the people that want to change their sex, that's what DEI is for. He tried to relate DEI to affirmative action. He tried to be disingenuous, right? I think I said that right. He tried to be disingenuous. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go look that word up because I get that word tripped up. But he was not being real. He was trying to, although he knew the truth, he knew that black people are struggling, that black people have been affected by racism in America, red line districts, all these different type of things, from slavery on down to Jim Crow. He know that black people have been affected by these efforts, by white supremacists. And Charlie Kirk, based on his rhetoric, is suspected white supremacist. And so what we needed to do was get people like you, gotta get them out the way, because they're the ones that's going to try to keep black people back and during the civil rights time and take away some of the things that we have going forward. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I'm here to say I don't feel sorry for Charlie Kirk. No one should be assassinated. No one should be violently killed. But I do not feel sorry for Charlie Kirk because of the things that he said that affected us. This is Black Views, bringing you the Black News.